Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. If you're a parent, thank you for coming back to see what your child's learning in class. If you're a student, thank you for stopping in so that you can see our weekly anchor chart about our standards. So we are starting our second unit, which is multiplication. To get the students started with the multiplication unit, we're talking about factors, multiples, and prime and composite numbers. I'm going to try to make this quick. So first of all, factors are numbers that you multiply together to get a product. For example, 6 times 8 equals 48. The student's job, or their standard, or their learning target, is to find factors for numbers 1 through 100. So this is a simple task for numbers like 6. I know the factors 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. But when it gets to larger numbers, into closer to 100, it's more difficult. So we've learned a strategy called the factor rainbow. And what you do is you begin with your given number that you're going to find factors for, and then you start with 1, and you move along to find the factors. For example, 1 times 24 equals 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, 4 times 6. So I've taught the children, start with 1 and move up. If 2 isn't a factor, if 2 doesn't work, for example, the number 7, 2 is not going to be a factor of 7. Okay? 2 times nothing equals 7. You would just simply skip it, go to the next number. Okay? So this one kind of worked out to where it goes in order. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 does not work. 5 times nothing equals 24, so we are not including 5 on our rainbow here. Also, when they kind of meet in the middle and the numbers in between are not factors, then they know they've completed their factor rainbow. Okay? That leads us into prime and composite. In this case, 24 is a composite number because it has more than 2 factors. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 factors, in fact. And it has 4 factor pairs, as we call them. Prime numbers are only going to have 2 factors. For example, the number 7 is prime. The only factors for 7 are 1 and itself. There's no other factors that would be multiplied to equal 7. So 7 is a prime number, okay? So we're working on, as we do factor rainbows, we also decide, is the number prime or composite? In this case, 24 is composite. Like I said, they do have to factor up to 100, and knowing those multiplication facts quickly can be helpful for that, okay? It gets harder as they move into larger numbers. I am teaching them strategies to get to the larger numbers. For example, let's say the student has to do 6 times 17. They need to know what 6 times 17 is. That's not something that they should have memorized, but they should know 6 times 12. So I'll have them write 6 times 12 and answer that, then continue 6 times 13, 6 times 14, 6 times 15, until they reach the equation that they need to solve. It's time consuming, but it's necessary. They have to know the strategies to be able to multiply larger numbers. Like I said, we will be moving into 2-digit by 2-digit next week and 1-digit by 4-digit next week, okay? The other piece this week are multiples. Basically, skip counting. If I'm trying to find the multiples of 2, I would skip count by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and so on. These are the multiples of 2. Another way to do it is to actually write out your multiplication facts to find the multiples. If I want to find multiples of 4, I would do 4 times 1 equals 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 3 is 12, 4 times 4 is 16, and the answers, or the products, would be your multiples, okay? So skip counting is important to finding multiples, but also to being able to quickly solve multiplication facts. A lot of your students had some amazing 3rd grade teachers last year and can skip count. You might hear them sing their skip counting songs. So let them show you those on YouTube as well, because that is a helpful strategy. That's about it for this week. So factors, being able to factor to 100, finding multiples of given numbers, and then determining which numbers are prime or composite as well. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please be sure to comment, or you can message me on Remind. Remember, these will not be on homework until maybe another week or two. I need them to practice in class as much as possible before they practice at home. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.